Okay, this is Matt Rhodes from Matlock Town, and I'm joined as ever by the Matlock Town boss, Paul Phillips. A little bit of a special interview for this one as part of like an extended preview for the game away at South Shields in the MPL Premier Division. Because we've got news of a new signing, a big signing, quite literally. He's about 6'5". It's Joe Bunney that has come into the Matlock Town team. Paul, just first question, how big a statement is this signing? Because for anyone who doesn't know too much about Joe, he has plied his trade, quite recently in the last few years in League One and League Two, and has played for the likes of Bolton Wanderers and Rochdale, and he's still only 27, I believe. How big a statement is this?
I think it's not just a statement. I think obviously it shows the sort of the progression that we're trying to make as a football club and as a management team. Joe, like you said, he wants to get back in the professional game. It fits the structure that we want to sort of put into the club, because we want players that want to prove themselves and they want to go back into higher level of football, whether that's with us or they get picked up by a higher club. And we've done our job and they've helped us on the way. But he knows Alburn well, he knows Sam Edgerton well, who had a lot to do with him getting on board. So we're over the moon. Obviously, he can play a few different positions. We see him playing as a forward. He can play as a wing back, good set piece wise, a good age, good experience. And again, he wants to come to the football club for the right reasons. And it's not money orientated as other football clubs have gone down the path. It's a reason that he wants to play football and he wants to be a part of something that we're trying to make and create at the football club.
What kind of, obviously, for anyone that's never seen him play, or may have even not heard of him yet, what will he bring exactly to the team? Because I know he's played for Bolton in what's obviously been it continues to be an extremely tough time for Bolton Wanderers. So I'd imagine playing for a team like that under those conditions, that certainly will add a lot of character to him. What exactly will he bring to the team on the pitch and off the pitch?
Well, he's a great lad off the pitch. He looks after himself. He's been training non-stop. He's been in at Fylde. Obviously, he's been at Bolton. He played for Jimmy Foyle Hasselbank at Northampton. He was bought for a substantial fee from Rochdale, where he got promoted with Rochdale under their management team, who are a really good management team and a really good club. So he'll bring a hell of a lot, good experience, good know-how, a will to win, hopefully goals. And a professional approach, to be perfectly honest. We brought one or two lads in previous regimes and sort of came with a big expectation, and they don't deliver. But for me, I always feel that when someone comes to a football club and wants to progress back into the football world, professional world, it's a massive, massive plus, because they want you to win games. They want to play well, and that goes hand in hand. And for me, it fits all that criteria. And I think when you see him play as a fit lad, he's a winner, and he knows how to win football matches in a way of the teams that he's been in throughout his career.
Should Joe be available straight away? So should we be seeing him against South Shields?
Yeah, he'll be obviously pending the paperwork going through, which is with the league, I believe, which I can't see any problems that he'll be in the squad tomorrow. A squad that's probably, we've had obviously Saturday, Tuesday, where we had 9 men. Obviously we've got Saturday, Tuesday again. So it's a squad that we need to freshen up. A squad that probably not freshen up by losing players. I mean, team starting 11, they've put a lot of time and effort into what they did on Saturday, again on Tuesday, with 9 men against 11 or 12, if some people believe so. But he'll be in the squad. He'll be in the squad, and I know he's keen to play. And obviously, that's what we brought him in for, to play, and hopefully bring goals to the football club.
Yeah, and in terms of obviously the sort of style of play that they'll have up front, because obviously he's a big, tall lad, so is Liam Hughes as well. When Liam serves his suspension for 3 games, how do you think it'll be? Is there a possibility he could play both Bunney and Hughes up front, or will it be a case of it'll be a straight battle between them once both are available to play?
No, I think probably. I don't think Joe's as big as Hughes. Joe's a bit more of a different player that'll play on the shoulder, left-footed, use his pace. clever player. He'll drop into holes, and like I say, he can play numerous positions as well. So if it's a case of that, we go with Asabi or Callum Dolan and Yuzi up front, or whoever it may be, Chippendale. Joe can then obviously he can play left hand side as a wing back, left hand side of midfield. So it comes with a lot of different arrows to his bow, if you like. So for me, he will start off as a forward because we need someone with usually being out. And like I say, if he needs to play in any other different position, he'll do that with confidence. I know that.
Yeah, and I know you've mentioned before that you've had a look at hoping to add to the final third in the strike department. So now that Joe Bunney's been confirmed, do you think you've possibly got sort of like the last jigsaw piece sorted out in terms of your full match day team? Do you think you've got a good complete squad now?
Yeah, I thought that before the other night as well. The problem is when you get injuries and suspensions, you've got to act. I thought, to be fair, Asabi done really well the other night. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I still felt we was light. Obviously, Andre Johnson come in, but he's not really, when he's not had a pre-season, he needs to go away and get games because he's still 2, 3, 4 weeks off where he needs to be. So he needs to get games. So I thought obviously with Joe coming in ready-made to play as a centre forward, I think it's a good plus. Obviously, I don't want to start bringing players in willy-nilly, as I've always stated. But when you lose 3 players, obviously 2 forwards, you've got to sort of act because obviously Cade can play up there, Uzi can play up there, and they're both going to be missing for 3 games. So we would have been short with the volume of games we've got. So hopefully when they come back, it gives competition in the right areas. Obviously, I know Joe will give competition and he'll want to play week in, week out, as everyone else does. But I feel like we're closer now than we ever have been with what we've got. We've just got to keep them 16, 17 players fit, unsuspended, and avoid the referee we had on Tuesday night.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say, is it the same referee as the one against Geisley?
If it is, I'll be getting back on the coach.
Yeah. Yeah,
I forgot about him, Matthew, until you reminded me.
Yeah, we'll put him back to bed. Don't want to bring him up again.
Yeah. I wish I would have done on Tuesday night. Put him to bed. I don't think he'd have got up.
But yeah, just as a last question, obviously, it'd be a really good indicator for tomorrow's match to see just where this Matlock team are against South Shields. It's been a couple of really tough games that we've had, obviously against Geisley for obvious reasons, but obviously with Grantham it was a bit of a slog of a match, kind of with how their pitch is. But what kind of game do you think we'll see against South Shields? Do you think we'll see a bit more of an open, bit more of a footballing game?
Yeah, of course. I think obviously that was my pleasing thing. Obviously, when you bring a team together, you can have a good footballing team, but also when you go to the likes Grantham, different other teams in the league, Morpeth, who are big, strong, and ask you a lot of questions physically. I think you've got to have the answers for that, as well as having some nice footballing players. I think that was great to know last week that we could stand up to obviously the onslaught at Grantham when they put the ball in the box. But now we go to South Shields, they'll get the ball down, we'll play the right kind of football, we'll try and get behind us, play through the thirds. So we'll have to be prepared for that, which the lads are. We've worked on stuff. They know they'll play similar to Geisley. So I think they'll come out. Obviously, they'll want to press that home. They'll want to play as high up at the park as they can. It's up to us to pick them off, counter-attack them, and make sure when we do, we take our chances, which realistically, even with 9 men on Tuesday evening, we had as good a chances as Geisley, but we just didn't take them. And that's what we've got to do against good teams. When we do get the chances, make sure we put them in the back of the net.
Okay, good stuff, Philo, and best of luck for the game against tomorrow, and see you then.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. All the best, Matthew.